Hello everybody, it's Katie. How are you? It's been a while since I've done a live. So it's a little bit harder when your kids are all like home and around you to not get interrupted. So I'm hoping that I won't get interrupted, but we'll see. So today, a session I had this morning, it made me go back to, oh my gosh, I gotta go post these videos, and especially the ones on the Claires, which I will do soon. Because one of the girls this morning had clairsentience, and it's the gift of knowing. So it just reminded me of, I think it's clairsentience. I'd have to go look that up, but it just reminded me I gotta finish the empath gift so I can get to the clairs, so I can get to the gifts of spirit. So today's on intellectual empath. An intellectual empath is somebody who is highly sensitive to the thoughts and thought processes of others. So they would, if you went to them for a session, they would help you work on your thought processes. Like, maybe they would even say, let's clear this and let's go into, I am strong, I am powerful. And it would be that type of thing. They can literally know what somebody is thinking. This is different than knowing what somebody is feeling. Whether somebody is silently judging or admiring an intellectual empath, they will know it. So it's like they can read your thoughts. So it's not your emotions, it's your thoughts. Intellectual empaths also have the ability to understand somebody's point of view. They can see how somebody's circumstances can lead them to think this way or believe this or that. This makes them natural leaders, human resources, professionals, or anything that requires critical thinking and relating to multiple people. An intellectual empath comes to understand their own identity and not confuse it with another's. They must also learn not to jump to conclusions. Just because somebody may think unfavorably of you after one meeting, it doesn't mean that they've held that onto that judgment forever. It may just have been a passing silly thought and it left. So I don't know a lot about this one. I don't have a lot of people in my life who have this one. I feel like this one's a little bit less common, but if you have it, you will know it. So it would be like if you were around somebody and a thought crossed your mind and you were like, did they just think that? That's what it would be like for you. And so you would be really good at helping people understand that this is the thought they had and to shift the thought to a healthier one. So I do have a close friend. Her name is Shalise Watson, and she has this gift. Before I understood what it was, we Marco Polo back and forth like every other day, and I was like in a Marco Polo with her, and I picked up on her energy that she did this, and I was like, do you know you have a gift with your mind? And I just picked up the vibration of what was going on, and I didn't get what it was, but now I know this is what it was. And so I was like, yeah, it's like you understand what somebody's thinking. And then we kind of went into it more, and so it's funny because there are some things like, say I don't want to say something, or say I don't want to say something because she knows that person and I don't want to like affect them, and so I won't say it. She will totally pick up on it. Like, so whether or not, that is like so bright. And so it's not even that I'm not being 100% truthful. It's that I didn't want to bring her into the situation because it wasn't her problem. But it's too late. She read my thought. So it's so interesting. This one's very unique. And I really haven't run across a lot of people who do this. So I don't know why, but if you do this, I would love to know what it's like for you. So write in the comments, because I really don't know a lot about this one. I wish I don't have this one at all. So, but now when I talk to her, I'm like, oh boy, it's like, I feel like she's reading my mind sometimes. That's how I feel. And I feel like it's gotten stronger and stronger the longer I've gotten to know her. So anyways, it's a really cool one. So you would just pick up on thoughts or feelings, and you have to remember that just because you felt like somebody thought a bad thought of you, it doesn't mean that they think it forever. It just might be a crossing thought. Like, we always constantly have a rational fast. Within 3 seconds, we've picked up on what we thought about somebody. The psychology's proven that. But it doesn't mean that's what they feel forever. So a lot of times people with this have a hard time with relationships because they can see how people perceive them more. So this isn't anything that that you would want to take personally, because it's just something they'd pick up on. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So if you have this one, definitely comment below and tell me what it's like. So don't get this this is not empathic though, like the emotional empath. This is intellectual. So emotional is what I have, and it's how somebody feels. It's like when an emotional empath is more like if a mom's disciplining her child or something. Like I had a friend over, this is an example, a really good friend, and she was in the middle of getting mad at her child, and I was like, well, that's actually not how they felt, and that's not why they did it. And I could feel the emotions of the child, but I had to be careful not to cross my friend and how she was disciplining her kid, but I could feel the child's feelings and emotions. That's different than the thoughts. So this one's the thoughts, and it would be like, so if you have this, you might feel like a thought that came to you but wasn't yours. And you could start to be more aware of that and realize like, oh, is that mine or somebody else's? And then you could kind of go in and intuitively feel, is this mine or is this somebody else's? So if you have this, let me know in the link in the comments below. I'd love to hear and what it's like for you. So, okay, I'm going to be coming back with some more today. I've got to get through these empath ones. So I will be back on in a minute. Okay, love you all.